Welcome students. In this video we are going to see exercise 3.1 which is based on the introductory part of understanding quadrilateral. So now classify each of them on the basis of the following, that is simple curve. Now there are in all 8 figures, so let us see the figures now. So these figures, how many of them are simple curves? So it is very easy to identify. Simple curves means which are not intersecting or which can be traced without lifting the pen. So the first one is, yes, it is a simple curve. Second one is also a simple curve. Is it okay? So first one, second one. Third one is not a simple curve because while tracing this kind of figure you need to lift the pencil. Fourth one, there is crossing of the boundary. And fifth one is also a simple curve, yes. Then this one and this one also. Coming to this particular figure, again it is not a simple curve because you can easily see that though you can see this line, we can see intersection or crossing of the boundary. So 8th one is also not a simple curve. So which are the simple curves? First, second, 5, 6 and 7. Is it clear? Now coming to the next part. Now out of this simple curve you have to identify which are the simple closed figures. So which are the simple closed figure? So those from the simple closed curves from the simple. So first one is closed, second one is also closed, this is also closed, and this one and this one. So all the simple curves which are given in the figure are closed figures. Is it clear? Now out of these, which are the polygons? Which are the polygons? So here the polygons are the simple closed curve made up of line segments. So you will find only first and second. What about the other three? So these are curves. So these are not a polygon. These also not polygon and these are not polygon. These three are already cancelled because they are not simple curve. So out of 5, which two are the polygon? First and second, because they are made up of only line segment. Then coming to convex polygon. So which are the convex polygon? So we can have another figure. So now convex polygon is the polygon in which there is no reflex angle. And which is that figure? So this one is the convex polygon. And the next, which is the concave polygon? So you can have first one as the concave polygon because you will find there is one reflex angle in this particular figure. Can you see the reflex angle, children? Where is the reflex angle? This one is the reflex angle. I'll erase rest of the thing so it will be very clear. This is the reflex angle. So which is the concave polygon? First one is the concave polygon. So we can summarize all these concepts and we can write easy answers as we have written in this. So simple curve, which figures? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Then simple closed curve, the same. Then polygon, which are those? 1, 2. Out of that, which are the polygons? Convex, so 2, and concave, the first one. So this question brings clarity in understanding the curves and concepts related to curves and polygons. Is it okay? The second question, how many diagonals does each of the following have? Now you can draw a convex quadrilateral. Quadrilateral has only 2 diagonals. A regular hexagon, you can verify it by drawing the figure or by using the formula. So how many for a regular hexagon? So 9 diagonals. And how many are there for a triangle? So we know that triangle has no diagonals, which we have studied earlier in the previous video. So a triangle has no diagonal. Now coming to the question 3, what is the sum of the measure of angles of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? So we know sum of the interior angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360 and the property is obeyed by concave quadrilateral. To give in justification, we can give these 2 figures, children. This is convex quadrilateral wherein you will find the quadrilateral is divided into again 2 triangles, and 2 triangles means sum will be 2 into 180 degree, that is 360 degree. Same can be done for concave quadrilateral. Again you can draw any one diagonal which is in the interior, not in the exterior. So you will find again you get two triangles, and sum of angles of two triangles will be 180 into 2, that is 360. So for both convex and concave, the property is verified that the sum of measure of all interior angle is 360 degree. Question 4. Examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangles and the sum of the angles deduced from that. Now the first figure, if you observe, it is a triangle. How many sides? 3. Angle sum is 180 degree. Then the quadrilateral, it is divided into two triangles with one diagonal, and hence two triangles means 2 into 180 degree. So that is equal to 360 degree. Then third. Now here you will find from one vertex, how many diagonals can be drawn in a pentagon? So 2. So then how many triangles are there? So 1, 2 and 3. So number of sides for a pentagon are 5, and how many triangles you will get? 3. So 3 into 180 degree, that 3 can be written now as 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 into 180, so the sum comes to be 540. Then the next figure is hexagon. Now from one vertex, how many maximum diagonals you can draw? So it will be 3, and you will find how many triangles you will get. So you will get 4 triangles. Which are those 4 triangles? So first one, second one, third one and fourth one. So you will find in all these figures, with the help of diagonals, we have divided the given shape into triangles. So quadrilateral is divided into 2, that is 2 into 180 degree. Pentagon is divided into 3 triangles, so 3 into 180 degree, and hexagon is divided into 4, that is 4 into 180 degree. Now it is written as this. For quadrilateral it is written as 4 minus 2. What is 4? 4 is number of sides. Here it is written 5 minus 2, that is 5 is number of sides, and here 6 minus 2, that is 6 is number of sides. So what do you get? You get sum of angle, that is 360, 540, 720 degree for quadrilateral, pentagon and hexagon respectively. Now from this, are we coming to any conclusion? So can we deduce a formula for getting angle sum property of any polygon? So I say yes, we can obtain. If there are n sides, what will be the formula? N minus 2 into 180 degree. Is it okay? So in next part of the question, we are going to say, what can you say about the angle sum of convex polygon with number of sides? Now the first is 7. So naturally it will be 7 minus 2 into 180, that is 5 into 180, that is 900 degree. Now remaining 2 you can do. D I am going to explain. So now the number of sides are n. It is not a number, but it is a variable, and it will be, sum of angles will be n minus 2 into 180. Now this is going to be the formula for sum of angles, sum of all interior angles of any polygon whose number of sides are n. Is it okay? So which formula we are going to remember, children? Sum of interior angles of any polygon with sides n is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. Is it okay? Remember this formula. Now next question, what is a regular polygon? So you know the definition. A polygon having equal sides and equal angles is called a regular polygon, and 3-sided regular polygon is called as equilateral triangle, or 4-sided it is square, and 6-sided regular polygon is called as regular hexagon. Okay, so I hope you have understood these questions. So see you in next video. Thank you, children.